Rain drenched her through and through. Wheels struggled against slick pavement. Arms ached, but she persisted. Every push whispered, "Don't stop now." The bakery door chimed softly. Warm air met trembling hands. Sweet memories smelled like homecoming. Empty chairs, quiet hum, faint music. Then, Daniel and Lily. Same table, two souls, lost like her. Hope drew them both back here. Memory stitched their hearts together again. "Eva!" Lily's voice split silence. Tiny feet pounded across tiles, arms wrapped around wet shoulders. "You came back! I knew! I told Daddy you loved us." Daniel rose, eyes wide, tender. He saw her soaked determination, saw courage trembling through exhaustion's shell. Wordless, he removed his jacket, wrapped her shoulders with steady care. Warmth met shivering skin gently. "You're freezing," he murmured softly. "What are you doing here?" Eva lifted her tear-streaked face. Rain and tears intertwined quietly. Her voice steadied, raw, clear. "I'm choosing," she whispered fiercely. "For the first time, choosing. I choose you, Daniel. You. I choose Lily. I choose us. My father can threaten endlessly, but I won't obey fear. I won't live caged again. I'm done hiding who I am." Daniel dropped slowly to knees, eye level, heart open, silent. Rain shimmered on his lashes. Emotion trembled between their breaths. "Ava, are you sure?" he asked. "Your father could destroy everything. Financially, legally, in every way." His words trembled but stayed gentle. Ava cupped his face softly. Cold hand met warm roughness. "I've lost my legs already. I won't lose my heart. You and Lily are my heart. You're my home now. Always." Her eyes glimmered, defiance and love. The bakery held its breath. The door burst open violently. Rain blew in like glass. Richard Lancaster filled the doorway, furious. His suit soaked, hair ruined. He had tracked her GPS. Anger blazed in his eyes. "Ava, enough! You're coming home!" His voice thundered like judgment. Before Ava could speak, Lily moved. 6 years, 40 pounds, unshaken. She stepped between them, fearless. "You're mean," she said clearly. "You're her daddy, but you're mean. Family means being there, always, not just paying for things. You make Miss Eva cry. That's not what daddies do." Richard stared at this small warrior. Something cracked beneath his armor. "You don't understand," he whispered low. "I'm protecting my daughter, child." Lily shook her head solemnly. "No, you're protecting yourself instead. From feeling sad, from feeling... My daddy feels sad about Mommy, but he doesn't run away." Her words rang like church bells. The bakery's air turned electric. The truth lingered, soft but searing. A child's voice had shattered pride. Richard's gaze drifted. Lily, then Eva. For once, he truly saw. Rain traced his reflection on glass. His daughter, alive, defiant, radiant, free, not broken, not fragile, alive. Something old cracked deep inside. "Ava," he began, voice trembling. "Dad," she cut in firmly, "when I woke in that hospital, paralyzed, terrified, you weren't there. I didn't need money, Dad. I needed your hand, your voice. You sent doctors, I needed you. I'm not a problem anymore. I'm your daughter, still yours. And I love this man because he sees me whole, even when I'm broken." Richard's shoulders finally sagged, defeated. The storm outside grew louder. Rain struck windows like confession drums. He sank slowly into a chair. "I didn't know what to do," he whispered, small, cracked, unguarded. "I thought fixing meant providing everything. I didn't know how to stay." Eva's tears blended with rainlight. Lily climbed beside her silently. Daniel stood close, steady, listening. The storm softened around their silence. He spoke, rain thick outside. When your mother died, I built, worked harder, made more money, built a company in her memory. But when you got hurt, all my money couldn't fix. I felt so helpless, useless. I am useless, he whispered. Daniel's voice cut through softly. You're not useless. You're afraid. I understand. I've been there. When Sarah died, I wanted to follow her. But Lily needed me present. I learned to stay afraid, and stay anyway for her. Your daughter needs you, Mr. Lancaster. Not money, not protection, you. Richard stared at this carpenter. This man had understood everything. I've lost 4 years, he said. How do I come back? Eva wheeled closer, reaching forward. One day at a time, Dad. Like I learned this chair. One day at a time, together. Richard gripped her hand, sure found. I'm sorry, Eva, so sorry. I turned you into a project. I couldn't bear your pain, but I caused more instead. I see you now, daughter. Lily's small voice pierced the hush. Can we be a family now? I want Miss Eva as mommy. Laughter cracked open heavy hearts. Richard looked at Eva, then Daniel, then at the child who dared. If you'll have me, he whispered. I'd like to try, learn again. A grandfather, maybe. Eva squeezed his hand, tears flowing freely now. We'd like that, Dad. We'd all like that very much. 1 year later, Sweet Memories Bakery was transformed with white ribbons and fresh flowers for an afternoon that would blend celebration with remembrance. It was Ava's 23rd birthday, but more importantly, it was her wedding day. She had chosen to have the ceremony in the place where her life had truly begun, where a stranger's kindness had opened a door she thought had been forever closed. The guest list was small but meaningful. Daniel's fellow carpenters who had become like brothers to him, some of Eva's old friends who had reconnected once she left her father's prison, the bakery staff who had witnessed their love story unfold, and Richard who stood ready to walk his daughter down the aisle. The aisle itself was wide enough for her wheelchair, which Lily had decorated with flowers and ribbons, until it looked like something from a fairy tale. Eva wore her mother's wedding dress, carefully altered to flow gracefully around her chair. And when she smiled at Daniel waiting at the makeshift altar, she was radiant with a joy that seemed to light the room from within. Richard had changed dramatically over the past year. He had stepped back from day-to-day operations at his company, promoting long-time employees and trusting others for the first time in decades. He attended Eva's physical therapy sessions, learning how to help with exercises and transfers. Most importantly, he had learned to sit with his daughter in silence, not needing to fix or manage anything, just being present. He had also formed an unexpected friendship with Daniel, finding in the younger man a wisdom that had nothing to do with stock portfolios or market strategies. They would spend evenings in Daniel's workshop. Richard learned to work with his hands for the first time in his life, discovering the meditation of creating something beautiful from raw materials. When Richard walked beside Eva's wheelchair, his hand resting lightly on her shoulder, his eyes were wet with tears he didn't try to hide. "You look beautiful, sweetheart," he whispered. "Your mother would be so proud." Eva squeezed his hand. "She would be proud of you too, Dad, for finding your way back." As Eva reached Daniel, Lily stood beside him as the flower girl, bouncing with excitement in her yellow dress that matched the sunflowers in her hair. The ceremony was simple, officiated by the bakery owner who had witnessed their first meeting and felt invested in their love story. Daniel's vows were straightforward and profound. "Eva, you've taught me that love isn't about finding someone perfect, but about finding someone whose broken pieces fit with yours to create something whole. I promise to push your chair when you're tired, to carry you when needed, but most importantly, to always see you, not your disability, as the incredible woman who saved Lily and me from a life half-lived." Eva's vows brought tears to everyone present. "Daniel, you and Lily didn't just accept my limitations. You showed me they don't define my possibilities. You've given me a family, a future, and a love I thought only existed in the books I read. I promise to be the mother Lily deserves, the wife you deserve, and to never let a day pass without choosing us over and over again." When they kissed, Lily cheered so loudly that everyone laughed, breaking the sacred moment into something even better: pure, unbridled joy. The reception was held right there in the bakery with Daniel's carpenter friends playing bluegrass music, and everyone dancing, including Eva, who spun her wheelchair with abandon while Lily danced circles around her. Richard surprised everyone by taking the microphone and speaking publicly for the first time about something other than business. "I spent most of my life thinking success meant never showing weakness, never needing anyone. My daughter and her new family have taught me that real strength comes from vulnerability, real success from connection. Daniel, thank you for seeing what I was too blind to see. Lily, thank you for your innocent wisdom that cut through years of my foolishness. And Ava, my darling daughter, thank you for having the courage to choose love despite my failures. Your mother always said, I work too much, and she was right. But it's never too late to learn." As the evening wound down, Eva found herself outside briefly for fresh air. The stars were bright above the city, a rarity that felt like a blessing. She could hear the laughter from inside the bakery, the music still playing, glasses still clinking in toasts. Daniel joined her, bringing a piece of wedding cake. "No one should eat cake alone," he said, echoing his first words to her. Eva laughed, pulling him down for a kiss. "I'll never be alone again, will I?" Daniel shook his head. "Never. You've got me, Lily, your father." And he placed his hand gently on her stomach. "Whoever this little one turns out to be." Ava's eyes widened. She had planned to tell him tomorrow, but somehow he knew. "How did you do?" Daniel grinned. "Lily told me you've been feeling sick in the mornings. She's very observant. She's already planning to teach the baby everything about everything." Ava laughed through happy tears. "The doctor said it might be complicated with my condition." Daniel knelt beside her chair, his face serious but unafraid. "Then we'll face the complications together."